Revoice Podcast Network. The mic is ours. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Revoice Reviews. Woo! My name is Kayla.
I'm Rachel.
And we're going to be your host for today's episode. And for today's episode, we decided to watch Edward Scissorhands to keep up with the fall theme that we have going on here. It was made in 1990. Obviously, it's a Tim Burton movie, so it was directed by him. I believe it has like 90% Rotten Tomatoes, and then like 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb. So I don't really know what that stands for. But
I'm actually not surprised that it's 7.8. It's not that it ages badly, but it doesn't age well.
Because it's Tim Burton.
Yeah, if you look at some of its stuff, you're like, yeah. It's like when you watch Nickelodeon stuff and you know Dan Schneider touched it. You're like, no. It's like that Tyrese Gibson meme. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I know. You're like.
So basically, the synopsis of Edward Scissorhands, it starts out with this woman named Peg who lives in a very happy-go-lucky town, very bright. And so she's trying to sell nail polish or beauty stuff. And so she goes door to door trying to sell her stuff. And they're all like, yeah, no, Peg, we don't want that. Thank you so much. And so she's struggling a little bit. So she sees this big house. It gives very creepy vibes. And so she, the genius that she is, decides to go up to the house to sell her products because she thinks that there will be luck there. She goes inside the house because it's just open. And she sees Edward Scissorhands just sitting there. And so she sees him and she's like, oh my gosh, you have cuts all over your face, I could help you, blah blah blah, with my beauty stuff. And so she basically takes him in as her own, drags him out the house, brings him to this town. Everybody, all the wives, because they cannot stay out of anybody else's business, they are over here oh my gosh, Peg brought home this man, blah blah blah. Long story short, they think he's weird at first, but then they all end up loving him because he starts cutting everybody's hair. Not my personal style of hairstyles, but to each their own. Different strokes for different folks, whatever. And
oh my gosh, the robbery.
Yeah,
Jim, the boyfriend, tries to. That's a big plot that I missed. Jim, the boyfriend, sets him up almost. They all try to rob Jim's dad's area, but Edward gets caught. Edward takes the blame. Everyone starts to distrust Edward more, and then he accidentally hurts Kim because she was dancing too close when he was cutting the ice. And then Jim kind of chased him out of town. And then it was a very Beauty and the Beast type scene where they the town grabs pitchforks and whatever.
Yes.
Chases him back to his house where Jim and Edward have a final battle type beat. And Jim dies, but then Kim comes back and says, oh yeah, they killed each other, so the neighborhood goes back to doing what they were doing, but Edward is still very much alive.
Yes.
I'm not the biggest fan of Tim Burton movies.
Okay.
They're just not my personal favorite. But this movie is one of the better ones, I would say. I'm like, you know what? I can get behind this. This movie, it's one of those movies where there's kind of nothing happening but stuff happening at the same time, and it's kind of why I don't like it.
Okay.
Because there's not any real plot other than Edward. I mean, I know it's a whole allegory for isolation, but it's Edward comes to this location. Everyone starts to like him, then stuff happens, then they don't like him, then stuff happens again, they like him less, and then they chase him out of town. I'm like,
okay. Yeah, I will say that was probably one of the weirder parts of the movie, because I'm I don't know. It felt weird that he was falling in love with Kim, the daughter of...
He never talked to her.
Right.
That was blowing me. I was like, you never talk.
You don't even know her.
You don't. You see her picture, you watch her with her boyfriend Jim, and then you're falling in love, but you don't speak. I, by the way, went through most of this movie. I was paying attention, but I did not know he spoke. Like there was like when he's talking to Kevin, he's like, "Oh, do you want to play scissors, paper, stone?" And I was like, "You speak?"
Yeah.
Very well, actually.
Yeah.
I was so confused. So you can speak, you just choose not to.
I guess it makes sense though, because he is in like a new environment. Like,
I mean,
this like woman kind of just like, not, I don't want to say dragged him out the house, but like kind of.
Okay, I low-key want to talk about the mom because the way Peg, is it? Yes. The way Peg just walked into that man's house.
Yeah, that was great.
Walked all the way upstairs, and she's like, "This house is mighty big. Why are we still here?"
No, literally.
Why are we still here?
So scary.
Every single time I watch a horror movie where it's like the house looks like Pennywise's crib. I said this in the last episode too. When the house looks like Pennywise's crib, why are we going inside?
Yeah.
Why are we attempting, especially to sell nail polish?
Right.
You think a woman lives there?
Right. Literally. Tap into that common sense, Peg. Just a bit.
Right, Peg. Also, what color house would you want from this movie? There was pink, there was yellow, there was green, and there was blue.
I feel like blue's pretty.
I like the green.
You like the green?
I did not like the pink houses. I was like,
because they were a little like, I can't really remember what they looked like, if they were like pastel.
They were
like,
pastel.
Okay, yeah. Then I would probably want like a blue one.
I was like blue, the green.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then I said I would cry if he cut my hair that way.
Oh, no, for sure.
The way I was like, Edward, my king. You notice how there's a lack of melanin in that community?
Yes. Yeah.
You're not cutting my hair, good sir.
No.
Because he, on several occasions, he gave them some bobs that were not...
It was like one was up here.
Yeah, it was down. It was like curled to the side. Yeah. And they were like, what revolution? I never thought I would appreciate what a normal 50s housewife looks like until this movie. I was like, guys, please, can we... Like, what he did to Peg, and then she ended up, like, cutting it completely short. I was like, I like the end. I like the before. We didn't like the middle.
Yeah, no.
That transition cut, and everyone's like, marvelous. Stick to the dogs. Stick to the bushes.
Right.
Stop touching people's hair.
He was great with bushes.
Right. I just wish he spoke more in this movie. Like, if he was Frankenstein, like, because Frankenstein's so poetic. Like, the actual monster.
Yeah.
He's poetic as hell. Like, he speaks in prose.
Okay.
I needed Edward to be more like that, because when you just stare at the camera mogging, I can't take you seriously. And then Joyce, the creepy neighbor.
Joyce, yes. She's
something.
She's really something.
Trying to seduce him at the hair salon, I think it was sick.
Actually insane.
Sick work.
But it was a little bit of foreshadowing in the beginning of the movie, because she was over here also seducing the dude that was trying to fix her sink. But also, he reminded me of like a child. And so,
oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah, and for her to like him in that way, it just felt strange to me. I was like, oh, okay, so you like
QSVU dun.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I didn't like how also Jim, I know he was supposed to be like the main antagonist of this movie. He was just annoying. Like, oh, he accidentally hurts Kim. Get out! Like, stay away from her. You're hurting her. Sir, you saw what happened.
Right.
Homegirl was standing too close while he was doing his big one with the ice.
Right.
Like, what? And then, oh, he hurt Kevin. He has to go. Let's burn the witch. Brother, relax.
Let's calm down.
Calm down. Right. Calm down. Not a cop.
Nope.
Calm down.
Like,
the amount of people that kept trying to hand him things throughout this entire movie, like Joyce with the lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin saying he's tired of winning, scissors, paper, stone. Well, why do you keep playing with the guy? You know he only has one option.
Right, literally.
Or when everyone is, oh, he can't do this because he has scissors for hands. I fear we knew this. Right. The moment you saw him.
We knew. So
the entire time when they keep trying to hand him stuff, I get aggravated for him. I'm like, guys.
You see his hands, right?
Right. And then also, I think my favorite part of this entire movie is that it's just an explanation as to why there is snow. At the beginning of the movie, Grandma, why is it snowing? Literally. How does that happen? Oh, it starts with scissors. This entire movie is an explanation for why condensed water falls from the sky.
Yeah. And it wasn't even accurate either. That's not how it actually
Right.
happens.
I was like, wait.
It just happened one time.
And
because this guy with scissors with hands.
And then at the end, is he still up there? Well, I think so, because it never snowed until now. And then the window, it shows it snowing, and you see that he's still up there working on his ice sculptures. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to preserve what I looked like in his eyes at a young age, so I never went back. But you still see me dancing in the snow. So you never move past your 17-year-old crush for that long. Mind you have a granddaughter.
Right. So
priorities.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I didn't really understand about the robbery? I just didn't really understand it at all. Like why they were doing it, because it was also Jim's father's house. Jim lives there.
Yeah, I think, okay, if I remember it, I think it's because they wanted to, okay, so Jim's father's rich. They knew that it was very much insured, and Jim wanted to steal stuff to sell it to get more money for what? I cannot tell you. More money, because he knew his dad's thing was insured and they were going to get a big payout, so it wouldn't have mattered regardless.
So weird though, because if you really wanted to just like steal stuff from your father's house that you live in, why not just like
walk out the front door with
literally
it? Right. Oh my god. And then report a robbery.
Right. Why did they bring him?
Oh no, I remember. So he could pick the lock with his hands. Mind you, I think bolt cutters exist, but okay.
Right. Literally.
Yeah, to pick the lock with his hands. That's why they had him.
And why are you picking locks if you live?
Also, I think Edward is supposed to be like a really intelligent creature who's just like misunderstood, recluse, lonely. So these people asking you to pick locks, we think this is a smart idea,
right?
Also, taking the blame for the girl you fell in love with, who you barely know, who she barely knows you. This movie aggravates me. Never mind.
It's not giving intelligent. It's giving actually just really stupid.
At the end of the day, what do you rate this?
Right. Well, that's a really good question, because I did think when I was like watching it, like I felt like it was like a decent movie. Like it's all right. Maybe like a 7 out of 10.
Okay, see, I rated it a 6.
Okay.
It's not my personal favorite. I can admire some, like the storytelling is nice. Like in the beginning scene, you see Peg, she walks on the sidewalk up to the front door, and it's like a zigzag, and you can see that it would have been easier to cut through the grass, but she does it. And I like how it kind of speaks to the fact that everything in this world is perfect, and they do everything by the book, how it's supposed to go. So I very much do appreciate the cinematography in the way that you can see visually, if you're paying attention, that this world is supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to go in that order, and then you bring in Edward, and he kind of messes with everything.
Yes.
So the direction, you know what, Tim Burton, I'll give you your brownie points, your gold stars, your coins. It was very well shot. I'll say that
it was.
I agree. I just did not like some of the plot.
Yeah.
But it also, it's technically like self-insert fanfiction, low-key. No, because I like looked up an interview afterwards, and he, in writing it with this other writer, he felt as a kid, very isolated and lonely as a teenager in the perfect suburbs of like Burbank.
Yeah.
And so this was very much just like a self-insert.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Revoice Reviews. You should go check out our other shows. We have Rate This Plate, Bad Attitude, and Major Dilemma. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.